The year was 1788. The revolution was over and 13 former colonies, now states, faced an uncertain future. The Articles of Confederation had failed. A stronger government was needed. In Philadelphia, delegates crafted the Constitution, a blueprint for a new republic. The first national election would test if Americans could truly govern themselves. The world watched, doubting this experiment in self-rule would last. The stakes were enormous. Could ideals on parchment become reality? America was rural, its people scattered, news slow, and fears of tyranny fresh. The economy struggled, states quarreled, and unrest like Shays' Rebellion threatened chaos. The new Constitution promised stability, unity, and a leader to embody the revolution's virtues. The people hoped for someone with integrity, honor, and a selfless dedication to the public good. The nation needed a steady hand to guide it through its fragile beginnings. The first election was more than politics. It was the foundation of the American Republic. The outcome would show if the revolution's promise could endure. The future of the United States depended on this moment. The world waited to see if liberty could survive. The American experiment was about to begin. When it came time to choose a president, only one name mattered: George Washington. He was the hero of the revolution, admired for his humility and civic virtue. Washington had already stunned the world by surrendering power after the war. No one else commanded such respect. The presidency was his by unanimous consent. The real contest was for vice president. John Adams emerged as the leading candidate. Washington, reluctant but duty-bound, accepted the call to serve. On April 6, 1789, the electoral votes were counted. Washington received every single vote, a unanimous election never repeated in American history. Adams became vice president. This unity sent a powerful message. The new nation trusted Washington to lead. The first president was chosen not by force, but by the will of the people. The American experiment had its leader. The first election's voting process was far from today's democracy. States chose electors in different ways, some by popular vote, others by legislature. Only property-owning white men could vote. Most Americans were excluded. Women, African Americans, and Native Americans had no voice. Campaigning was considered improper. Candidates remained silent. Washington stayed at Mount Vernon, letting his reputation speak for itself. Political debate happened in letters and newspapers, not rallies. Despite the limited franchise, the election captivated the nation. The main issue: support for the new Constitution and a strong central government. Federalists favored unity and stability. Anti-Federalists feared centralized power. The election's outcome endorsed the new government and set the nation's course. The people's limited voice still shaped the republic's future. The foundation was laid for American democracy. On April 30, 1789, George Washington was inaugurated in New York City. He took the oath on a Bible, setting precedents with every step. He chose the title, Mr. President, rejecting royal heirs. Washington formed the first cabinet, balancing power among branches. His leadership brought the Constitution to life and established peaceful power transfer. The new government gained stability and trust under his steady hand. The first election's importance cannot be overstated. It transformed rebellious states into a unified nation. Every future election traces its roots to this moment. The American experiment began not with fanfare but with deliberate, thoughtful action. Washington's presidency affirmed the revolution's ideals and set a lasting precedent. The republic's quiet beginning became its enduring strength. The story of America's first election remains a powerful chapter in its history.